Hi, it's Keilani. Sorry I couldn't get your message. Please leave your name and number after the beep. I didn't know I was having guests over. Does it look like I have an idea when I do this? I always try to keep the bottles of alcohol that tell the best story. So I got this one from Ranch 99 for $3.99, and Maza and I had it before we saw Toro Moy in Oakland, and it just fucked us up. I should have known though, because when I was at Ranch 99, the cashier who was ringing me up brought that. Okay, so like when I was checking out, she brought the bottle up to her friend who was like halfway across the store, and she walked over there and they're just laughing, and I should have known. I just should have known. I don't know if people really like the smell of incense, but I like it, so I light it all the time in here. So this is one of the first things I did in graphic design school, and I saved it. It's supposed to be like a plant in 4 different styles. I always change my mind about which one's my favorite. I think today it's this one. So I am a, let's see, I guess I'm a second year. Well, I go to Cal Poly San Luis Obispo with a graphic design concentration. I got into graphic design, let's see, I think I've always been into like arranging things. I'd probably say right now I'm really interested in still lifes. I just really like objects and patterns and colors and psychology, and I didn't know that I wanted to do graphic design until someone told me that it would be pretty rad to do. Yeah, and so I looked it up, and I was like, shit, I want to work for Trader Joe's as a graphic designer, of course. Obviously, there's good and there's bad, right? And you can't, like, both of those things cannot exist without the presence of the other. I think being happy, it's mostly just like, it's not like disregarding the bad things in the world, but acknowledging them and choosing to view things in a positive way. Because if you don't acknowledge bad things, then you're kind of like, I mean, you're not really living in reality. But if you choose to see the world through a positive mindset and realize that everything's super funny and cute, then, I mean, life's pretty fun, and it's kind of hard to be sad. Except it's okay to be sad sometimes. I put on this record when I get sad. And then usually I'm in a better mood. There's a fuzzball. Can you like Photoshop a tear going down my left cheek? Kind of a mood killer. Okay, but then to counteract my sad records, I have these cassette tapes, which I highly recommend getting at, if you go to like any small concert. I mean, like usually I go to ones that are like $10, and the good vibes I put on this one. This is by No Vacation. Just play it like super loud. Stole this one. I didn't mean to. I was talking to the, I really hope she doesn't see this, but like, okay, I didn't mean to, but I was talking to her, and she played it slow doko and slow, but okay. I was talking to her, and she showed me this, tape, and then I was so into the conversation that I accidentally grabbed this thinking it was my phone. So if you see this, I'm really sorry, and I'll give it back to you. I'm just like starting out. I never took any studio art classes in high school. I only took art history and graphic design twice. But from what I've learned is that you have to be able to take criticism. You do a lot of critiques in college, or especially for graphic design. I mean, a lot of people are going to see your work, and you just have to understand that some people are going to be really into it and some aren't, and that's okay. Like, but you can't get too upset about the haters. So being able to take criticism and understanding that you are not your art. Do you want to see some of my things? Okay. Big. This is my first self-portrait that I ever made. I was always too scared to do one. I just didn't have the time. But yeah, this is me. I did this in an intermediate drawing course. Does it look like? This one was really fun. I forget which artist. It wasn't inspired by these, but I love using color. Color is so fun. Let's see. My top goal in life is just to have a nice house and a garden and make all of the vegetarian dishes that I want to do. Love clothes. Alright. That's a hard one. A lot of fur clothes. I think for right now, I mean, it's really not weather appropriate, but I think this yellow coat. There's all sorts of stuff. Oh my god, I know exactly which one. Gets in here. There's not much of a, system in here. Put this. But I had the funniest shirt. It said, "I love my boyfriend." I think I just really like coats. Okay, this is disclaimer. This is my great-grandmother's coat. Okay, it got passed on to me. I didn't kill all these beavers. I'm very against it. I really am. Someone once told me in San Francisco this really, really good salad recipe, so I put it right over this painting that Gustav Klimt did. I think this will be my gift to this interview. It's a really good dressing. I've tried it. My favorite pair of underwear. Have to be... What's this one? It's in my dragonfly pair of underwear. They're super comfortable. They look really good on too. But I think my favorite author of all time is Margaret Atwood. She's Canadian. She's amazing. I think one of my favorites, I'd have to say, she does really good poetry. Where is it? Ooh, Lolita's really good. I'd have to say. You put me on to Haruki Murakami. Actually, you know what? I think I'm gonna have to go with IQ84. Oh my god, it's like really sexy. Crazy, they're like these little people, and then there's this guy and he's ghostwriting a book. There's a girl who's an assassin and kills men with like little ice picks right in their neck. And then there's like this guy who's like hollowed out from the inside, and they're like little people speak to him. It's crazy, but it's also very sexy. It's really good. There's so much going on in it. I mean, it's really hard to say. Put all my favorite quotes in here. All right, this is from Hardboiled Wonderland at the End of the World by Haruki Murakami. On page 45. You can tell a lot about a person's character from his choice of sofa. This is sad. I don't have a fish yet. This is my money from other countries that I didn't spend. Okay, I just have a piece of advice. Write everything down. Don't not do it. Like, buy a notebook and bring it with you. Like, it could be super small, but just like bring it with you everywhere. And if you hear something, like, I use my iPhone sometimes, but like just like write it down. Carry it, and then like sketch in it, put your ideas in it, and then you just like put weird thoughts in it, and just don't hesitate. Like, I drew one of my friends the other day. I think it made him kind of upset. That's Matt. I put Matt the cat. I don't think he thought he looked good with facial fur. But like, just write everything down. Like, I write my dreams in here. Weird stuff in here. And this is from when I was in Costa Rica a couple weeks ago. In the Golfito airport, I saw a Nicaraguan man that closely resembled Fred Armisen. It was pretty cool. And then I drew this pair of sunnies here. You know he's the guy in Portlandia. Draw if you're bad at drawing, and write if you're bad at writing. I mean, you're probably not even bad. Just do it. Lately, I've been doing a lot of research about my sign as a Libra, and I'd have to say I am kind of pleased with the results. I think balance is like a really important part of my life, and when I figured out that it was also the symbol of the sign, I was like, hey, what a coincidence. This one time I had a box of 2 matches, and I was so angry that I lit every single one of the matches, and then afterwards I was still angry. But I just didn't have any more matches. Shout out to my mom. I want to be like my mom someday.